Well, hello, Karen.
Hey, Steve. Oh, it's time for another episode.
Absolutely, and welcome everyone out there. Karen, I don't even know where to start on this because it kills me. I've been working with small business owners for decades, and
Mm-hmm.
we always a lot of the meetings we start off with the elevator pitch. Well, some people know what it is, some people don't. And it's the most crucial thing that you need in your business, especially when you're starting up, because the number one question is, what do you do?
Oh my gosh. I swear some of these I leave some of these conversations more confused than I walked in with them.
Exactly. And God, I don't know how many times I've taught it, spoke about it, and I always have to bring it back down to the basics. Well, first, what is an elevator pitch? Because a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
have a different idea what it is.
Well, even before we hit this, because we know the what, but people don't even understand why this is important. They don't even understand why and what they need to do.
Right. Well, they don't know what the purpose is at
Yeah,
all. So that's why I bring it back to the description of it. And then it's like now we have a nice framework because
yeah,
they don't understand what it's even for. So we got to start somewhere.
yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. Some of
And
the comments I've had are ridiculous.
oh, absolutely. And when I say you got to work on your elevator pitch, well, what's that? Well, that means they were trying to put a cart before the horse because they don't even know what an elevator pitch is, but they're creating one and rambling on.
Hmm.
So they missed the whole point.
Yes. Or the other thing is they go like, because I'm awesome.
Yeah, it's not about you all. We've talked about this on podcasts. It's the with them, greatest radio station. It's what's in it for me, and you're not the me.
Hmm. So sum up an elevator pitch. Let's see if we can make this super easy for everyone.
Well, I'll use the same thing I've taught in God knows how many classes to
Hmm.
really sum it up. So it's about 30 seconds long, max. Well, that's where we're going to start with our framework, but we'll talk about rules and exceptions in a moment.
Hmm.
But let's say you work for a company and you have that $1 billion idea that's going to make them $1 billion. But you tell your manager and they shoot it down because they don't get it.
Hmm.
But the only one you could really talk to is the CEO of the company. That's the person you have.
Hmm.
And the gatekeeper is good, really good.
Hmm.
So you'll never get in front of him. But one day you get on, waiting for the elevator, and you get on it and you notice it's the CEO only in the elevator and you hop on. Now you have maybe 30 precious seconds to capture their attention with their whistle, give them like get them excited about something. So the next step is that they set up an appointment with you.
Hmm.
And you know what people do in those 30 seconds.
Oh my, I need to talk to you. I have this idea. Oh my God. Yeah. So let's start.
Ding, now you're at their floor and they get off.
Yeah.
It's so true. They don't know what to say, what order to say it, or they ramble on, I'm so and so, and they go talking about themselves. They never ever get to the pitch.
Yeah. Hey, I'm this person from this department. I've been with the company for X amount of years. I've been working under
Yeah.
this boss, and this is what I do. And now I need a ding.
He doesn't care. He or she does
Hmm.
not care. Period.
Yeah.
So this is what we're talking about. Any chance you go to a networking event, even a cocktail party, even the grocery store standing in line, what do you
Hmm.
do? You need to be short and concise and to the point. And think of it, you're on an elevator with that person.
And you have to be memorable.
Yes. God, how many times have we heard a great elevator pitch, but then no call to action, no what's next, no, well, I like your idea and everything, but
Oh, they tell you like this. So I do this, 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 and it sounds totally cool. But the way they're talking is like
right.
I'm asleep already.
If you're not excited about your product or service or your company, what
Hmm.
makes you think someone else will?
Yes, exactly. So what's the first, what's the frame? How does this sentencing work?
Yeah, first thing, well, you do have to say your name and the name of your business. That is kind of crucial. And I know, Karen, you and I were at a couple of networking events together. And they get done doing their elevator pitch, and we stop and look around with blank looks on our face, going, "So, what's your name and the name of your company?"
Hmm.
Mhm. I
Yeah,
know it sounds so basic.
I know. And they need to know how to connect with you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who just rambled on. Sounds like a good idea, but
Mhm.
okay,
Oh, yeah.
you,
Hi. And then you're trying to remember who they are, and you're like, oh, crap, I wish I'd got a name.
yeah,
And if it's a
something to
really good, I've done it before where someone has had a really great elevator pitch with no name in business. And I've had to go to the organizer, go, okay, there's this person, they were wearing this, they
right.
were talking about this, they were over sat over there. Do you know what their name is?
Oh, after even being, mentoring for scores, teaching ABCs of starting biz. So we always let them go first.
Hmm.
Then we come in, the other instructor and we deliver our 20-second elevator pitch, and everyone's jaws are on the ground when we're done
Hmm.
because we kept it first. You got to keep it simple. You
Yeah.
remember 30 precious seconds.
Seconds. Yeah.
That's it. And you got to think, well, how long does it take to make an impression, Karen?
Technically, it's 3 seconds.
There
And if
you
it's
go.
on a video with a social media, they're now saying you have 1.5 seconds to make that
Mhm.
first connect.
So you have to come out of the gate firing almost.
Yes.
So if you ramble on about you yourself and all the acronyms you have behind your name, I'm telling you, folks, I don't mean to sound like an asshole, but I'm telling you right now, no one cares.
Right. They don't. So, okay, you say who you are and what your business is called, then what?
I like to start it off with a framework like who hires you? So
Mm,
we're talking about entrepreneurs at this moment. So if you're an entrepreneur, you need to start off with who hires you. You need to be crystal clear on your target market. And folks, you've heard this from Karen and I over and over and over and over, and you're going to hear from us for about a billion more times. Is everyone your target market, Karen?
no. And I swear I can tell when someone thinks that in an elevator pitch
Yep,
and I lose interest immediately.
same here. And you know what? Not just us, everyone else,
Yeah,
because
everyone does.
they don't see themselves as everyone. So you already
Right.
lost them.
Right.
So who hires you? And you know me, I like to set it up and then throw my name and business in the middle or near the end, sometimes beginning
Yeah.
and end. And I think we need to talk about a little asterisk on everything we're going to talk about here.
Yeah, I think we need to because it's not a cut and dry framework. There is some tweaks, and it's also the situation.
Yes,
Because this is about you getting the idea of your elevator pitch and molding it, but you're going to have to be very aware of what's going on around you when you do it.
absolutely. You can't use create your elevator pitch, stick to it, and think it's going to work in all situations, all scenarios, and in meeting different people. It won't.
Right.
It's fluid. Now, I know Karen and I use this method. We have our elevator pitch. We can say this thing over and over 100 billion times. But when we're in a certain audience, we just make two or three word changes to cater to that audience or that listener. And guess what happens?
It lands so differently.
Yeah, they get you. So I like to start off, punching them in the face, if you will, in a very nice
Hmm.
way. I'll
Yeah.
start off sometimes. Okay, I'm going to start with a basic framework. My name, who am I? My name of my company, and what I do, not a title. I'm an accountant, CPA. It may
Hmm.
work in certain scenarios, absolutely. But what do you actually do? What's a problem like a hook, if you will? Could be a
Right.
phrase,
Right.
just something I got to capture your attention fast. Just like we
Yeah.
said, how long does it take to make an impression?
In person, it's well, Harvard did a study and they proved that goldfish have a longer attention span than humans.
Yeah,
I think goldfish have an 8 second attention span and humans have a seven.
yeah. And gnats have a millisecond. So
Yeah.
Think you're talking to a gnat or a
Yeah.
goldfish.
Right.
But you got to give them a hook, a line right out of the gate. Be confident. I know that's a step a lot of people ignore when they're talking about elevator pitches. Folks, practice, practice, practice once you have this.
Right.
Because it needs to just flow out like it's natural.
Yeah. It's got to come across really simple. Like this is something that's in your brain 24/7, that you live it, you love it, you work it, you hustle it, but not in a way that's like super salesy or condescending or
Yeah,
aggressive. Because I've also had that where they come across so aggressive and
right.
condescending and salesy. And my brain immediately goes, well, I ain't working with you.
Exactly. It's not the time. Don't ever do this. Bad mouth or talk negatively about your
Mm,
competitors or that you're like someone else. Because guess what? From a human's point of view, if I told you, Karen, hey, I am like Walmart, what do you hear?
Walmart, I hear that you're this big organization that doesn't really care about people, that you actually do everything in a very basic, minimal way. Nothing's customized,
Mm.
nothing's personalized. It's just cheap and bulk.
Right. And you're going to remember Walmart. I am now
Right.
forgotten.
Yeah. You've forgotten. It's all about Walmart.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard this. I'm the Uber of this.
Oh,
Stop
God.
that. Just please, folks, stop that crap.
Or the other one I've heard is where they pick somebody's name
Yeah.
and they try and they're like, oh, I'm the Tony Robbins of this.
Yeah.
It's
Folks,
like, no, no, you're not.
this moment is about you connecting with that other person or that audience. Don't bring in other things that derail you that are not you.
Right.
Okay, so we have, my name, my company name, maybe my hook. It could
Right.
be a title if your title is really cool, not like CPA. But what happens
Mm-hmm.
if you say, I take the frustration out of small business owners on a daily basis by handling all their books?
Right.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
like
It's like,
99% of every small business. And they want to know more at that point. And you haven't even gotten your elevator pitch yet.
right. You just
That's the
said it.
start.
Right.
Yeah. Hook them in. And you know me, and I've been teaching it the same way, and I know you do the same thing. I always like to have in there, who hires you? This
Right. Not who you help, who
no,
hires you.
hires you. There's a big difference. Can you tell them the difference between help and hire?
It's actually a psychological profiling thing because when you're talking about helping somebody, it has this connotation of free. So, like
Mm.
if I said to Steve, oh, yeah, Steve, I can come over and help you with that later. That's like saying to a friend. And you don't expect to pay someone when they come to help you. But if they hire you, you're putting this expectation that this is a valuable service that you
Mhm.
take money for.
Exactly. And there's been studies on just flipping those two words.
Yeah,
So simple. Well, because I also think when I hear someone say, I help, oh, you're a nonprofit.
yeah,
Well, no, I need to make money to live and pay my bills.
right.
Well, you just said you help them.
Yeah,
That's help. Hire is different. They pay you money for your services or products.
right.
So we will use the word help, but in a different way of doing it. So coming out of the gate saying I help, say, small business owners.
Hmm.
Okay. So you work for
You're
free.
free.
Got it.
Right. I don't have
Then
to pay you.
exactly. That was pretty easy.
Hmm.
But then kick in, okay, who hires you? And then what is the number one problem you solve for that target audience?
Right.
And I know people come to us all the time. How do I find that? Because they think they could just, Google it or chat GPT that stuff.
No, it's not that. It's honestly people get, and this has got to go back to why you got into business. Because if you got into a business, there was a reason you got into business. And 9 times out of 10, it's because you saw a problem and you wanted to solve it.
Mhm.
So why did you decide to do what you do? What was the problem you saw and how did you solve it?
Exactly. It's one. And we see this all the time. They're throwing the kitchen sink in. And I do this. And I do that.
Hmm.
And I do this. And I stop the madness, folks. You just lost 20 seconds
Hmm.
of rambling that you lost your audience after the second and
Yes. So many ands.
or slashers.
Oh gosh. I do this and I also do this. And oh, by the way, now I do this because and it's these people. I am a firm believer that you don't need to niche down so much that you only do one thing all your life. But it's about having everything under an umbrella.
Hey,
You can't be a life coach and a marketer and a book writer and a book publisher and a dog walker and a CPA and a notary.
right.
No, it doesn't work.
Yeah, you could do all that. Just this isn't the moment to do
Right.
verbal diarrhea.
Yeah. Because they're going to remember the one thing that they actually don't need from you, not the one thing that you think they're going to pick up on that they need.
Right. And let's say, Karen, I'm talking to you at like a networking event.
Hmm.
I say who hires me. I
Hmm.
state their number one problem, but maybe you're not that market. Well, why would I keep continuing?
Because I might know someone who needs you.
That's it. And how many times we've met someone, say like a realtor, okay?
Hmm.
They're not in my wheelhouse. I very rarely work with them. Super very rarely. It's not my
Hmm.
market. But let's say I meet a realtor and I'm thinking, how many people does he know that fits who I work with?
Right.
Oh, I'm giving it everything I got just because he's a realtor. He's not my market. And everyone thinks I got to make a sale the second I get done doing
No, 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 no.
it. Remember, just like meeting the CEO, what's the next step is setting up a meeting.
Right.
You don't go for the home run. What you're doing is standing at the plate, looking at that first pitch.
Yeah. It's not about having and I'm using ums here because for me this is like so distracting when people just throw everything at you and then look at
Yeah.
you like, okay, now say you love me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like trying to process everything that's just been shoved in my face.
Right.
And you haven't even told me where you want to take this information with.
Yeah. And or it doesn't hit me. It's nothing in my world. It's nothing that I want or need. But meanwhile, you're shoving down this car down my throat. And all I did was ask you, like, how's your night going?
Yeah. Oh, that's the other one. It's like the when, because you can't just walk in and just start your elevator pitch from
No,
it's not one of those things that you just do with every opening line with a sentence.
no.
Please know that.
You got to weave it naturally into the conversation.
Right.
But there's going to be those moments, right, Karen?
Yes, absolutely. There's going to be those moments. So if someone says, "Hey, how are you?" Don't jump into your
Don't.
elevator pitch. Don't. It's like walking around a room and shoving your business card in everyone's face.
You see all the business cards on the floor 5 seconds later.
Right. You do.
So absolutely right. But let's say you and I strike a conversation up at a networking
Hmm.
event.
Yeah.
Then we get to know each other like, oh, how long did it take you to get here? Because it was a hard place to find. Oh, well, I live blah, blah, blah. So we build a little
Hmm.
bit of, social rapport, if you will.
Yeah. Oh, how did you find out about this event?
Right. Because I want to know too. Because
Yeah.
always be thinking about what you learn, how you can implement it in your own business.
Hmm. And honestly, one of the best ways is you don't just walk up to someone at these events and go, "Hi, how are you?" Look for something that you can comment on or
Mhm.
make a positioning statement to give you a reason for opening that conversation.
Right. So let's say we have that conversation going. Guess what'll
Mhm.
always happen? Always does.
So what do you do?
There you go. That's your moment. That
Or
is
what
your,
brings you to this event?
well, funny you should say that.
That,
Because I
yeah,
thought this event had, small business owners, entrepreneurs in it. And that is actually, those are the people that hire me. And I want to get to know some of these people. And I can now turn my elevator pitch that I know inside, outside, upside down into a conversational piece that it doesn't
Yeah,
sound like an elevator pitch.
right. Yeah. So there's always going to be ways for you to bring it up, but it's not just walk over to someone, grab their hand, shake it, and go, people hire me.
Right.
You
You
give
got to weave
creepy.
it in.
You're creepy that way.
Right. We use the example about the CEO in the elevator. Dude, you have 30, get to the damn point right now. Don't,
Hmm.
you're not in a networking event. You need to punch it, come out, name.
Right.
You don't obviously wouldn't say you're in a company because you work for the guy.
Y-
Uh,
Yeah.
but what, maybe what department, and then you go right into your elevator pitch. Obviously, people don't hire you to do this, but I can,
Yeah.
Mr. CEO, I can say I can make this company $1 billion because we service this market. And here's what I'm seeing as one of their top problems.
Hmm.
So we got the problem solved.
Yeah.
Now people want to know just a little bit more. Like, okay, you solved the problem.
Yeah.
Now it's like, so how do they do that? What's their real problem? You gave me their
Yeah.
big one, but now's where you can hit them with the second and third problem in a very subtle
Yeah.
way.
And the other one, which I found works quite a lot when you only have a very, very short, is a negative question.
Right.
Oh, hi, Mr. CEO. I'm Karen in this department. And did you notice that we're down 18% in this particular area and continually going down? Well, they'll be like, well, yeah, I've found a solution for that, which is blah, 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 because now you're paying attention to it. But that's only if you have like really short windows. Don't just jump someone with a question.
Right. You got, like we said, you got to sense the conversation where it's going. But where are you going to teach you this? If someone goes up to you and says, "What do you do?"
Yeah.
Okay. So now you hit them with the second and third problem. We already did the first, who hires you
Hmm.
and what's their number one
Hmm.
problem. Now you hit the number two and three problem because there's always ancillary problems.
Yeah.
Everyone has this.
Everybody does.
Everybody. That's
Because
why
if
we're all students.
you're solving one problem, you're not actually doing a business.
Yeah. I want a car. What's my secondary problem? Financing,
Right.
accessories. It goes on and on.
Right.
But
Absolutely right.
don't run the gamut at everything you do.
No. And it's also the fact that when you're solving a problem, you're actually normally what happens, you solve one problem, a byproduct of you solving that problem is you're actually solving another problem. Because the
Exactly.
problem is you're never solving the problem of making someone more money.
Hmm.
You're solving the problem that's causing that side effect.
Right. What's stopping them from making money, or what do they haven't made the money, and what's stopping them from making that money? So it's like money's coming in, but not profit.
Right.
I got a problem, or I'm not bringing in any money. That's my problem.
Right.
But you don't know. Don't go play 50 questions right at this point.
Oh gosh, no. No, no, no.
Okay, so we saw it hit the second and third. Now that's one sentence, folks.
Hmm.
One sentence, all that.
Right.
So now I'm gonna kick it into like the hook, like I'm gonna start getting you right now to warm you
Hmm.
up. Because I'm gonna warm you
Yeah.
up, and then I'm gonna give the punch. And now's when I come in like, so I help.
Hmm.
Now it went from their problem to here's I have a solution.
Yeah.
Now I got you on the line, I got you hooked, right? You're like, ooh. But I'm not done yet. I'm going to deliver one more short little sentence or long sentence. Where the bottom line is, here's what I do. Here's how I
Hmm.
can solve this problem. And now you give them the next step in a way. And I can do it I can guarantee it. That's always a good one. Make sure you can.
Yes.
I can, by the time you're done, say, doing an audit with me, I might say, yeah, you'll come out $50,000 ahead, usually within the next 6 months. if you, well, you don't go deep. There's no buts.
Right.
Keep,
No.
don't ever
The
say play.
buts, the buts and the clauses and the critiques and the disclaimers, they all belong in your contract, not in your elevator pitch.
Right. This is not the place because I need them to go, oh, can you tell
Mhm.
me more?
Right.
That's when I know I'm gold.
So, okay, I just with you saying that, there's this thing that I have noticed, and I have noticed of several people recently, and it's a conversation I keep having to have, is people are expecting elevator pitch or even a social media post to equal immediate
Yeah.
contract or immediate sales. This is like a breadcrumb series.
Hmm.
Your elevator pitch is a four-piece breadcrumb, which leads to your next breadcrumb. And if you have your breadcrumbs laid out correctly, that's what eventually leads to the sale. And it depends on what you're offering to how many breadcrumbs you need.
Right.
It's not a one breadcrumb and you have a big juicy cap on the line.
Right. Or you, like I said, talk to that realtor. Realtors are not your market, and you
Mm-hmm.
dismiss them. So you kind
Right,
of poo-poo on your own elevator pitch by doing the ands and the buts
right,
and the slashing. They don't care. They're not going to introduce you to anyone.
right. Yeah,
So you got to stick with that. I say stick with your script, but obviously it has fluidity in it.
yeah. You have to get confident with what you're doing and feel like you can just answer questions on the fly. So practice that. Practice having questions on the fly whenever you get a chance.
Absolutely. And this is where an accountability partner comes in. Because I know Karen and I have done this to each other, like, hey, I got a new elevator pitch. Let me work on it with you.
Hmm.
We pick apart every word, meaning. We're thinking, is that strong enough? Is it too weak? Or is
Is
it
it too strong?
salesy? Yeah. Is it slimy? Because God knows we all hear slimy pitches.
Oh God, I've heard some, and I'm looking at them going, oh yeah, so I'm not working with you, and I won't recommend you.
Exactly. But it's done. So you'll never get to
Yeah,
the sale because you killed it in less than 30 seconds.
yeah. I I gotta tell you, there was this. I got invited onto this call where we were talking to someone who wanted to do something with a group that I was working with. And immediately out the gate, it was such a hardcore sales call with no elevator pitch, no explanation of what they actually did. Then my response to the team afterwards, well, that was just like he took you out back and bent you over. That was literally how it felt. It was a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't like that person. I didn't
Exactly.
feel like that.
So you have to be authentic. It has to be about, have to have, be you. Don't change on
Yeah,
that.
don't change on that. You've got to be you because they work with you for 6 months and you can't keep up that character.
Right.
You're going to lose more business for being inauthentic than you ever would for being you.
Now I got to throw this out because been to so many networking events and there's one group,
Mm,
everyone gets, their 1 minute elevator pitch. Okay, folks, if they give you 1 minute, all you do is expand just a hair.
yeah.
Because that minute will go by so fast. You should always have a 15 second, a 30 second, a 45 second, and a 1 minute. Guess what? Saying the same dang thing throughout all that.
And if they give you a 1 minute, go with the 45-second option because I guarantee if you're in front of a room, you're going to do one of two things. You're
Hmm.
either going to slow down your voice or speed up your voice.
Yep,
And I would rather you speak, if you end up speeding your voice, I'd rather you have time left to add something than run out of time and don't land your CTA.
absolutely. And one group I'm thinking of in particular that I used to go to quite a bit, different ones of the same organization, people would get 60 seconds and they would get up. Hi, I'm a landscaper. If you know someone who needs landscaping, call me. And then they sit down.
Great. There's 100 landscapers. I can just, there's nothing that tells me why them.
No, no one will talk to you. And then you're going to cry and wonder why this networking thing doesn't work.
Right.
And I've worked with people. It's like, okay, my name is Esteban. I own and operate, ABC Landscaping, where we make your home the envy of your block. by giving it curb appeal that makes you the Joneses everyone is following.
Yeah, right there, interest peaked.
We all want to be the Joneses.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you another little secret that landed in that. Let's say this person is a one-man show right now.
Mhm.
They just said that they were the owner and operator. In my brain, I'm thinking they have teams, they have employees,
Right.
they're an operation, they're a growth process.
I want to work with them.
Yeah, because they're doing something right to grow this team.
And the key was operate.
Mhm.
If I said I owned ABC Landscaping, I just shift the whole paradigm. I'm a solo player.
Yeah, because you are operating your business,
You are.
even if you're on a, yeah, it's like,
You're not
okay.
lying. You're telling the truth, but it's a perception thing. And then that's what, so you get done. Now it's like, okay, homeowners with home values of $500,000 or more hire me to beautify the neighborhood in
Hmm.
their front and back lawn,
Yeah.
front and backyard. Sorry. Well, I want a nice backyard.
Or if you, like, for example, we're in Arizona, if they throw out something about having a low water maintenance backyard
Yeah,
or heat resistant
yeah,
landscaping, again, everyone's like, wait a minute, you actually deal with this weather and climate and you know what we're talking about?
right.
And if you're somewhere that snows, you can say something about
Change that.
change. I create these backyards that go through the seasons.
We have a weed problem here, and it comes up through rocks. No one wants to go out
Mm,
there and pull weeds through rocks. This
right.
is so when it comes springtime, hey folks, we see this all the time. We're experts in this field. Don't you hate pulling weeds out of rocks that hurt your hands and your back and your knees and everything? This is where we come in. We'll beautify it. We'll take care of those weeds, and you're going to make sure the rest of everything flows and makes your house spectacular.
Mm.
Oh, you
Or you
solved the
can even come,
problem.
yeah, you can even say, is the HOA breathing down your neck
Yeah,
because of your weeds? How would you like them to be quiet for once?
yeah. And have them telling the rest of the neighborhoods that your house needs to be like the Joneses.
Hmm. Right. We just took a landscaper to the most talked to person in the room.
Right. And same with CPAs. I hear that all the time. I'm John Doe. I'm a CPA. I can do your taxes. So when it comes tax time, call me.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. If I hear one more CPA tell me about taxes, I am going to fall asleep
Right.
because
As
all
a
it is, because you know how many CPAs I get reach out to me to try and get me to convert from my CPA company?
yeah,
A lot. And all of them are like, I do taxes.
right,
I can minimize your tax debt.
right. You know what
No,
the
you
number one
can't.
problem is for a business owner regarding accounting?
Hmm.
They don't know how to do it, and it's time and
Yeah.
frustration. Guess what?
Yeah.
Taxes are a byproduct of all that.
Right. And the other piece of it is if you get a chance, if this is a networking event that you know that your ideal client's going to be there and you know who they are, do a little research beforehand.
Right. It's so
Do you know
simple.
how do you know how the CPA company that I have right now got me?
How?
Their opening line is they deal with multi-country finance because I have teams in other countries.
Yeah.
They talked about global finance. They didn't talk about taxes. They didn't talk about buckets. They didn't talk about deductions.
No,
They talked about the fact that they knew I had team members in different countries.
exactly. And don't you think accountants do other things just besides taxes?
Oh, yeah.
So if they rambled on with all their service, oh, we do bookkeeping and we do payroll and we do insurance benefits and this and that, I'm gone.
I'm gone. Yeah. So if you can, if it's, you know, someone's going to be your ideal client, do a little research beforehand so you
Right.
know that you're going to drop that one sentence that's making them go, do they know my problems?
Yeah. And I've done this. So I've actually spoken in front of CPA organizations and everything. Do I go in there like pitching them that, small business owners, entrepreneurs hire me? Oh, hell no.
No,
I
no.
change it.
CPAs.
CPAs and bookkeepers hire me, and then I tell them their number one problem that they all do this, going, oh, that's right, that is my number one
Mhm.
problem.
Yeah.
Oh, and for the record, number one problem with CPAs and bookkeepers, just like a plumber has a leaky faucet, they don't know how to run a business.
Hmm.
They're lost
We
and
have that.
confused.
I have that a lot. I see that a lot with people. They don't know how to run a business, or they don't know how to scale their business.
Or scale.
That's
Yeah.
the I go say bookkeepers and CPAs. I find a lot of them are stuck in the scaling problem.
Yeah, because it's them. They make their 150 grand a year, but they're
Hmm.
working at two different times a year, grinding 20-hour days, 7 days a week for months and
Hmm.
months. They get a break for like 3 weeks. They take their vacation and they're back on the grind.
Yes. So, and then you have the call to action, obviously, at the end.
Right. And a lot of times when you're done with your elevator pitch, because this is what I have found out, is I give them my final like punch. And after a moment, and you go, do this, folks.
Hmm.
Shut up. Let them process what you just told them. Then they usually go, I'd like to know more.
Hmm.
Gold. Get them on the calendar for whatever, coffee, meeting time. Because you remember, we're talking about networking event.
Right. All the other things they can ask. So, how long have you been doing that?
Right.
Or, oh, who are you working?
Yeah,
They'll ask you different questions, and that is a start of interest.
that's it. But if they just go, oh, okay, you lost them.
Hmm.
They usually
My,
initiate the next step.
yeah. I was going to say, my goal with networking events is to get them onto a calendar for a coffee chat
Yeah.
or a tea. Well, mine actually says tea chat
Mine says coffee chat.
because I'll tell them I would love to know more about what you're doing and how you're doing it.
Right.
So why don't we schedule some time where we can sit down over a Zoom and just chit chat?
It's easy. And it's not a
Yeah.
sales call, folks. Don't go writing your pitches for selling. Get
No.
to know them. Because they showed
Get to know.
interest in what you said, but you need to find out what struck.
Right. And as they're talking, they're going to tell you some of the problems that they're having.
Oh, yeah. Feel like a
And
therapist on those calls sometimes.
but that's okay because that's
I'm
how
all
you
good
get
with it.
into I'm not good with it. Because this is how you get to know how you can actually serve them in a way that is going to be beneficial for them and also grow your business.
Absolutely.
So okay, Steve. So let's hear an example of this
I was good to
elevator
say,
pitch. Come
I
on,
was
let's
good.
hear yours.
Okay, we're gonna do yours too.
Oh gosh.
So folks, this is something we've worked on, but we do modify it knowing our target market, our location, what the event is, who's around us.
Well, actually, Steve, I have an even slightly better idea because you just worked with me this week because I've shifted my entire business.
Right.
I haven't shifted my elevator pitch yet.
See?
I did on my website, but I haven't shifted it yet. And I know we'll do a quick like 1, 2 because this is not what it's for.
No.
But me and you will sit down another time off this call and really dig in per word. So,
Absolutely. And the words count. Remember, you only have max. Think of that elevator. Use your
mhm,
words wisely. Don't go and ahhing. It's a distraction. And yes, you're nervous. I get it. We're all nervous
yeah,
doing that stuff.
yeah, so we don't get scared.
But you get over it by practice, 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 practice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
I'll give you mine first.
Yeah.
And I've used this, as you know, and I've modified it how many thousand times since I've started using it. And we remodified it literally 2 months ago again, because I
Hmm.
made some shifts in my business. So we made some tweaks.
Yeah.
So here it is. I'm Biz Coach Steve Feld, business marketing architect, podcast host, professional speaker, author, and coffee enthusiast. Coffee enthusiasts, hook them every single time. Coaches, business owners, and entrepreneurs hire me to crack multiple six and even seven figures without burning themselves out. A problem. Because most lack a solid marketing strategy, they're in burnout mode, and they struggle with sustainable revenue and profits. Now we're going to use the help. So I
Hmm.
help skyrocket predictable profits through their messaging, implement strategic systems and processes to gain financial freedom in their lives. Bottom line, in 45 minutes, I can uncover 50,000 to over 100,000 more or more in hidden annualized revenue for your business without spending more on marketing or advertising. Short and simple.
Hmm.
And the reason I did the slash at the beginning, because this is what we've learned. Karen and I have had many discussions about it. I am actually showing them I'm an expert with titles, but when I say coffee enthusiast, they hook into me. Even if they
Hmm.
don't, I guarantee me coffee. Doesn't matter. They hook, it's like a hook. Two little
Yeah.
words.
Oh yeah. And that's the other thing is everyone's saying through coffee memes all the time.
Oh, yeah, this past week I got 5 bags of coffee from people I've never tried these. They text me and DM me through Facebook and LinkedIn. Hey, have you ever tried this coffee? I'm like, no. Next thing I know, a bag's in the mail.
Hmm.
Okay, folks, I love
Yeah.
trying out new coffees. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, you're a copy junkie.
I am, but everything we picked apart those words, and the final of the hook, the bottom line is that now piques such an interest. I see it all the time, like, and they all say the exact same thing. How do you do that?
Hmm.
And I go, I'll be more than happy to show you, but let's talk first. Call's booked.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And always have a way to book the call, change information. The amount of times I go to these events and you don't have a way to connect with someone or a business card or anything, it's oh my gosh, no. Even if you just have a QR code on your phone that allows people to go straight to your booking link, have something. Like seriously.
Yeah, I know someone does that. Every time they go book, let's book. They hold up their phone with a QR code. It'll take you right to my link right now. Let me show you a little
Hmm.
trick on that. And they do this intentionally. Let me show you a little trick with my calendar link. And they would actually say the dumbest thing that it's pretty obvious what you have to do. But the reason they do that, there you go. The reason they do that is to make sure you book the appointment. What a clever way of doing it in a fun way and not weird.
Right, exactly.
All right, they
So
got
yeah, and I just showed you I had it on mine as well.
absolutely. And I carry business, as you know, I carry business cards everywhere, and they're in my car. So if I run out, run to my car and get more. So they got to hear mine. Let's hear yours.
Oh my gosh, and why am I so nervous now for like for
I
some
would
reason
say
I
go
got
with
nervous.
your one before we talked.
Yeah, so absolutely. So hi, my name's Karen Hewitt. I am the CEO and founder of Blossom to Success. Now, misfit entrepreneurs who've built a brand, created the content, and still can't figure out why they're not converting, hire me to transform my social media from overlooked to unforgettable. Now, it's because they're exhausted from chasing those changing algorithms and done shrinking their voice. So I help them understand how they're actually seen versus how they want to be seen, build content ecosystems that automate, scale, connect, and convert, and lead an authentic movement. Bottom line, I show them how to turn scroll past content into client generating connection and authority in 6 months or less.
There you go, folks. Same thing. As you see, we follow the same formats. And I'll let Karen tell the why behind this because it is powerful.
Right. It's actually a psychology way. By setting out who you help right in the beginning, who hires you, you're automatically, if that's not your target client, they're running through their head of who do they know that fits that bucket. I say misfit entrepreneurs because, well, one, I'm Harvard certified as a disruptive social media, disruptive strategist. I focus on social media and I kind of break all the rules while fitting into the rules so you stand out. I do things that are a little crazy and they work, but
Yeah,
not everybody can handle that in their business. Not everybody feels comfortable being a little awkward online.
absolutely.
Okay. So that's why I say misfit entrepreneurs. But this also allows me to dig into people who have a story, a passion, and a purpose. Because I found a lot of people who have those three things feel like they don't fit in.
Mhm.
And that is one of my disqualifiers as well, because I do disqualify a lot of people who are very standard in business that just follow a routine, or they're stuck having to follow a brand guideline because they're part of a real estate agents are a really good example of that. Because they're under a certain umbrella for a certain brokerage, they have to follow certain lines.
Right.
That's not going to work with me because they're already handcuffed. So I'm disqualifying people as well as opening up for new people.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to everyone? I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah. The elevator pitch is saying who you work with. It also kind of implies who you do not work with.
Right.
So if a
Right.
C-suite person came up to me, what do? I deliver my elevator pitch. They're like, "Oh, so you work with chief executive officers?" Well, that was one company I had, but no, I do not.
Mm-hmm.
Disqualified, and I'm good with it.
Yeah. You can't work with everyone. The next part is you're pointing out problems that they feel on an emotional level.
Mhm.
This is not the time to pull out the spreadsheets. This
No.
is not time to pull out data. This is not the time to say 7% of this and 22% of that and 58% of this. So, like for mine, exhausted from chasing changing algorithms. That really hits home with social media because everyone feels like they're always chasing the next trend. They're chasing what's happening. They're chasing the new update. They can't fit in. They can't keep up. And that's a big thing for small business. It's a big pain. So it's an emotional thing. And I use emotional words, and Steve uses emotional words because we're hitting how they feel.
Mhm.
Okay. The key word in that for mine is exhausted.
Mine's in burnout mode and struggle with systems and processes to gain financial
Mhm.
freedom in their goals. It's like
Yeah.
they want that.
They want that. They want to know, they want to feel seen. They want to feel heard. They want to feel acknowledged.
Safe.
Okay. They want to feel safe. So by using those emotional words for how they're feeling, you're actually letting them know that you understand where they're at right now and that you can take that place that they're at now and transform it into a new place. And that's when then the second part, when you go into what you help, you're painting the picture of the future.
Mhm.
I say leading their digital movement. What business owner doesn't want to lead a movement?
Yeah.
What business owner doesn't want to be like, whoa, look at that go? Okay. It's putting that futuristic pacing in their place and it's making them feel like it's possible. Okay. And then your last line is a summary. And what you want to do with your summary is take the pain, convert it to the positive, and then say why you do it and when you do it.
Yeah. You got to give them an outcome. Like, okay, this is all beautiful, but what's in it for me again? Oh, you can do
Right.
that? You already hooked them with your upper part. That bottom line statement is sealing the deal. Like I said, it's the knockout punch. Now it's all
Yeah.
about them and the result they're going to get from working with you.
Right.
So hit
And
it
this
hard.
result is you've got to give them a time frame for the result too.
Oh, yeah.
the the amount of people have said, "Oh, you'll get this result." Okay, when will I get this result?
Right.
And whatever you think the result is, I want you to add time to it.
Hmm.
So if you think you can solve that problem in 30 days, always say 60.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather you, oh, well, we solved it in 30 days. You said 60. Oh, well, we just worked really hard with you. Boom. You've just made a loyal client for life because you
Absolutely.
overdid. But if you say 30 days and it takes you 32, they still have that 30 days, and you're like, well, you took 2 days longer than you needed to.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's the Scotty method. It's going to be done in 2 months. Get it done in 32 days, and you're a hero.
Yeah. Now, if you think it's going to take 30 days, don't tell them it's going to take you 6 months because
Don't,
then
yeah,
it's a disconnect. The length of time you tell them has to feel appropriate for the action.
right,
Don't just triple it because you want to cover your ass
right.
because
Yeah,
you'll lose people.
Oh, immediately. And they're gonna have a you're gonna get a bad reputation.
Yeah. Oh, they take forever to do this.
Right. So yeah, how I stick to 45 minutes is pretty simple. So we get on that second call. Now we get to really know each other. I find out deeper a little bit more about their business. Then they say, "Yeah, I'd love you to run me through to find, 50 to 100K plus." And I go, "Great. When we set the meeting, here's what I do. I set my guidelines. We're not there to BS. I'm there.
Hmm.
Here's what I need you to get ready for this meeting because in 45 minutes, we're going to maximize every second. The longer you BS me and tell rambling on stories, I won't be able to get this result for you."
Right.
Well, they want the result
And you set an expectation straight off the bat.
right off the gate. And then when we do get to meet on this, it's like, okay, do you have the three things I told you to bring? Yes. Are they in front of you? Yes. Are you ready to go? Yes. I am starting my timer now.
Hmm.
And then we go.
Yeah, that's exactly how we do it. Well, I think this is useful. I'm curious to how many people have an elevator pitch right now versus how many people didn't even realize that they needed one.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what I normally find in these events is, oh, so what do you, well, okay, well, so because they don't realize that they need to be able to express what they do.
Absolutely. Well, could I throw a bonus tip?
Yeah, we love bonus tips.
Okay. Because I love this tip. And the first time I was telling people this, I got the same crazy look. Like, you're absolutely mad and insane. You should be
We
committed.
know that.
We
We
know
know
that.
that.
I just need more coffee. That's really the reason.
So much more coffee, Steve.
Exactly. Find a speed networking event near you in person. Do not do it on Zoom. In person.
Hmm.
Here, I know people are going, what? Take with you three different versions of your pitch. Three completely different, not just a word change, completely different. Put them on index cards, one per card. If you read your elevator pitch and you're saying across from me at the table, Karen, and now I told you I am working on a new elevator pitch, please bear with me. I'm going to read it. What would you say?
Oh my gosh, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, they would be encouraging actually, because wow, you're
Hmm.
working on it. So let's say
Yeah.
there's 60 people in the room. Well, 59
Hmm.
might you're 59 plus you. So that means 20 people will get, pitch A, 20 gets B, 20 gets C. On the back of my index card, I have it lean in, lean out, unknown.
Hmm.
And I do tick marks. So if I give my pitch and they lean in and go, I got to know more, we're going to have to set up a coffee time. Leaned in.
Hmm. So there's actually a little bit of a sneakier thing to do with that as well,
Mhm.
but it's really good. I'm working on this new elevator page, and they encourage you. Well, I know we only have a couple of minutes right now, but we should connect afterwards so you can maybe help give some feedback.
That's it. And try each card, find out what works. Okay, lean in, want to know more. Lean
Mm.
out. I and then I do the unknown. I'm confused. What is that?
Yeah. Or
That
you
means you're
can't tell a
way off.
reaction,
Yeah.
or you can't, because there are some people out there that you could nail the pitch so perfectly and be wonderful. They won't react whatsoever. And then all of a sudden you're like, why is that person on my calendar?
Don't take any of this personal. This
Do
is
not take any of this
research.
person. This is research.
And then I've always taken my research, my three cards. Well, now I got all these appointments booked because I stay
Hmm.
late after the event and I make sure I get their business card and I put C's on them. Whoever wants to connect, coffee time.
Hmm.
Simple.
Coffee time.
So I
Yeah.
connected with them afterwards and now I set up the meeting because they leaned in.
Yeah. And if you feel like you don't have enough time to write the C, make sure you have two pockets in your pants. This is more for the
Mhm.
women because we don't always have pockets in our pants. And you go, well, if I put the business card in my right pocket, they want coffee.
Yeah.
If I put it in my left, I'm not sure.
Right. And always hit your hot list first
Hit your
and
hot list
follow
first.
follow up, follow up, follow up the next day. Connect with them on
Hmm.
LinkedIn. Write them a short little email. It was a pleasure meeting you. Folks, you have gold in your
Wait
hand.
24 hours.
Yeah,
Wait
yeah.
24 hours. Don't
Don't
go and
be
sit
that
in
guy.
your car and start connecting with everyone on LinkedIn.
No, let it breathe. Give it some time. And I kid you not, it'll work. It will work. But I got to set up coffee time with him. Great. You could do it tomorrow.
Do it tomorrow. Because if you set it up immediately, you're also letting them know that you're not busy.
Right. And I've how to alleviate that. I only do my like coffee meetings this many days a week and only for this many total hours in that block.
Mm.
So if you're not can't make it, we'll have to work
Hmm.
something out because I'm busy.
Yeah. Control your schedule
Right.
and have a
Oh,
calendar link. The amount of
yes.
people I meet that don't have a calendar link, and this does
Oh,
not mean you're giving people free access to your calendar.
no,
You're setting up what times you are available on your calendar.
absolutely. So I can't recommend this enough. Develop your elevator pitch, really understand who your market is, and find that impactful statement that you help solve their problem.
Yes, exactly.
And practice, practice, practice. We should have said like why we do a 15, 30, and a 45-second and a 60-second. Let's
Oh
say
yeah.
I'm in a grocery store. I actually, because this does happen, they see something in your cart, they make a comment, and you go, oh, now here's a good thing for you. You can make a comment what they have on their cart. Now you're like mirroring them. Or you can go, hey, I see the shirt. What is that? What do you do? They might have their
Hmm.
company logo on it. Now I have only a few seconds before I get to check out. I better hit them with 15-second real quick. If
Yeah.
it's appropriate.
If it's appropriate. We don't do this all the time.
No. They'll tell me their elevator pitch because most people do.
Hmm.
And I'm going to make mine even shorter now to show that I'm valuing their time as well.
Right.
Plus, I want to check out.
Yeah. And then, different times have different opportunities. Like if you get told it's a 1 minute thing, use your 45-second one because if you slow down, you don't want to be cut off.
Right. And be articulate. I know for a lot of people, this is where the practice comes in. Say it in front of a mirror
Hmm.
and work on it. Really work on your elevator pitch because it is gold. It can make or break you.
Yeah. And with AI now, you can even go into voice mode with it and tell it to give you pointers throughout your where questions may pop up.
Exactly. Use the tools, accountability
Don't be a tool.
partner. Don't be a tool. Yeah, don't be the tool, but use a tool. So, I mean, we do have an accountability group, the Tea and Coffee Hub. So this
Yeah.
is a great way. We will, I know one of the times when we have those meetings because we do so much accountability, but we also do a little teaching segment in there. So
Yeah.
this topic will be coming up, and this is where everyone can work in a group setting and really get great feedback on your elevator pitch.
Absolutely. And if you want to tag us in your elevator pitch, that'd be fun to go and see
Yeah.
some of them as well.
I'd like to see them down in the comments. What about you?
Yeah. Oh, I would love to see it. Drop a video in the comments. Tag us
Yeah,
in it. Let us know what you learned. Let us know what problems you solve.
yeah. We'd love to hear your elevator pitch because it is a work in progress, like we're saying, and it'll evolve.
Oh yeah.
I think in the last
And
12 months, I think I've done 20 some revisions.
I was gonna say, and you never know if you drop your elevator pitch, we may have someone who needs what you offer right now because the
Right.
amount of referrals we do is out of control.
Absolutely. It's part of us being a connector.
Yeah. Oh,
So, do you think we got it covered today?
I think we do, but make sure that you are liking and subscribing because you don't want to miss the next educational piece or the next reality piece because we're bringing some clarity over here.
Absolutely. And check out that accountability group on the website and in the links below, as well as we do workshops too
Yeah,
coming up. So keep an eye out on get on our newsletter, keep an eye out, and we always give hopefully great strategies so you can grow your business faster. We really try hard, folks. We do.
oh, we give away so much information, it is
Yeah,
crazy. So,
it is.
well, we'll see you on the next episode.
Yep. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thanks for joining us on the Tea and Coffee Hub podcast today. We hope you enjoyed today's conversation and it left you inspired, equipped, and ready to take your next step, whether that's in life, business, or maybe both.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss future episodes, and connect with us online and in person. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Until next time,
Keep sipping,
keep growing,
take action,
and stop making excuses.